Hello and welcome to another festive episode of Showcase. It's Christmas time once again, and being on YouTube, I am obligated to make a Christmas video of some kind. Aside from the year I didn't. And what better way to celebrate than to be lazy and reuse last year's idea? Revisit the idea to spotlight choices I missed last year. Yeah, that's it. But yes, it's time to talk more ice level music. Rules are the same as last time, one song per franchise, and the level itself doesn't have to be good, just the music. So, let's begin. First up, Freeze Man's theme from Mega Man 7. One of only 2 or 3 good songs in Mega Man 7's repertoire, Freeze Man's theme is very upbeat and gives off this winter wonderland kind of vibe, if that makes any sense. Sounds like something that'd play during like a snowball fight in a movie or something. If there is one thing I can complain about, it's that there's this beat in the background that uses a bunch of really similar, very shrill notes that grate on you if you listen to it over and over like I had to while writing this. But in the sea of mediocrity that is Mega Man 7, Freeze Man's theme is a standout, as it's one of the only things in the game really worth noting. Our second song is Another Winter from one of my personal favorite games, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, based on the also amazing graphic novels. Another Winter is one of those songs that doesn't quite sound like an ice level song, but it strangely still fits with the game's first stage very well. Anamanaguchi did a very good job of making the song fast and cheery enough to fit the game's beat-em-up style, but there's also this particular sound that I can't quite put my finger on that conveys just enough of the winter theme to make it work. Another Winter is far from the best the Scott Pilgrim soundtrack has to offer, but damn if it's not still one of my favorite ice level themes. While I may not be a big fan of Super Mario Galaxy, I do have to give it credit for having awesome music, and its Fire and Ice Galaxy Freeze Flame Galaxy is no exception. The ice portion of the galaxy is given this very calm, almost sort of creepy sounding track, and the chants peppered throughout really emphasize that chilling feeling of the song. Despite that though, it's still a pretty relaxing song. It reminds me a lot of Snowpoint City's music from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl actually, which I talked about last year. And like Snowpoint's music, Freeze Flame Galaxy is definitely a song you'd listen to if you just wanted to chill out. I apologize for that. For our final song, we have yet another example of Sonic music being pretty good almost all the time, with Frozen Factory from Sonic Lost World. Regardless of the differing opinions on the game, one thing everybody seems to agree on is that Frozen Factory sucks, and I'll agree on that. But the general negative outlook on the level seems to lead to a lot of people overlooking the stage's music, which is a crime. The song is very Christmassy sounding, to the point where you could probably put it in a Christmas special and it would not seem out of place at all. Like a lot of the songs I've talked about today, it's very calming, and I'd say that it's about the only thing that kept me from going totally and utterly insane while actually playing this stage. And that's about gonna do it for this episode of Showcase. Back to the kind of unscripted way of doing these ending part things. And just because the scripted one, the last video I did, just, like, it's streamlined and a quick way to do it, but it just kind of feels weird to not talk sort of off the top of my head for these. So going back to that. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you want to check out more videos, there's going to be 2 of them on screen right now, the last 2 videos I did. Most recent one is a showcase on the Sonic Hacking Contest of this year. It was super late. By the time I uploaded it, the contest had been over for like 2 weeks, so I'm timely. And then before that, is a showcase on licensed NES games. And they're good, I promise. I specifically avoided spotlighting bad ones, because I mean that's kind of the idea of this series, is to talk about good stuff. If you want updates on videos, I have a Twitter. I don't tweet super frequently, but I try to do at least something, and I generally talk about like when a video's coming out, so you'll know when I'm making something. You can also, I always hate doing this, you can subscribe down below, and there's that bell notification thing you can click to get an actual notification when I upload a video, because YouTube sub boxes broke. They've always been bad, so at least they give you an option for that now. And if you like the video, you can like the video, and that'll tell me that you liked the video. It's a new concept, I know, but I think it's a simple one. And then also something that I was gonna make a separate video about but didn't, so I'll just talk about it here. I have a Patreon now. I don't really plan on using it to keep myself afloat for a long time, because I don't think I have a big enough audience to do that, but you know, it's there if you want to support me directly. I'm not gonna make any like Patreon exclusive content. If you don't pledge on Patreon, you don't need to worry about missing out on anything. I think it's dumb to have stuff that goes up entirely on Patreon. Even like behind the scenes stuff like bloopers. First of all, my bloopers aren't funny, but if there is anything particularly interesting, I just put it at the end of the video. But yeah, the Patreon thing is there. If you want to give me a couple bucks, don't need to though, and I doubt I'll be shilling it too much from here on out. But that's going to be it for this video, and I'll see you guys next time.